welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and if you're joining me after watching my 2 unboxings, you'll know that I'm pretty excited today. So I'm going to do another cold water shave. I did one yesterday, I really enjoyed it. As you can see, I've got no, from what I can tell, any irritation from yesterday. It feels pretty good. I got a little nick down here which I sorted out, and other than that I really enjoyed it. So today I'm going to be christening a new brush. A brush that has been handmade over in Australia by Tony Forsyth. So this is the brush, and it's absolutely stunning. From what I'm led to believe, Tony hasn't actually been doing brushes for too long, but I tell you what, to compare that to my Leo Friel, the craftsmanship's brilliant. It really is, it's lovely. The resin, I'm not 100% sure, and I have said in the unboxing, I'm sure Tony will let me know otherwise, but I'm pretty sure these resins are made in Western Australia, because I've got a handle on one of my chef's cooking knives which is made by the same bloke, not the same colour but a different resin, but he makes the resin for the handles for the custom knife maker that I had make a knife for me. So really looking forward to this. It's got it's 26mm synthetic 26mm synthetic, where it's 28mm at the actual opening and 50mm loft, I think. I can't really remember. I'm too excited. I should have done a bit of research before I did this. And just for you guys that didn't watch the unboxing, I'm not 100% sure if this is how they'll all come, but it came in an absolutely beautiful little, looks almost like a handmade box. It's got on the back there, handmade in Australia by Tony Forsyth. It's got his phone number there, and then on top got custom TF shaving brushes. Probably see it better now. I'll just cover that up and you can actually read that as well. Just these little touches make such a difference when you get something custom. So with that there, you just pinch that, pop it, and then you've got a little storage. And it's ideal, even just to wrap a small towel around, and you could probably use it as like a sort of travel tub. Maybe a little bit bulky for travel tub, but it's lovely. Just those little things make a difference, Tony, so thanks very much, mate. So I am going to christen this brush with a soap that's worthy of christening any brush, really. Wickham 1912. I'm not using the Club Cola today, I'm going with Russian leather. It smells lovely. I thought a top manly scent for a top bloke, that's what I'm thinking. The top bloke being Tony, and I'm just a guy that shaves all the camera and makes an ass of himself every now and then. So I've just dipped the brush, flicked off the water, straight into the dry puck. Now the face feel on this brush, when I was just sort of just rubbing it on my face earlier, it's not as soft as a Game Changer, but it's got more, it feels a little bit, well, it's bigger for a start. It just feels like it's going to cover more of my face with less effort. The Game Changer knot that I've got, the 48mm loft, the backbone in it is incredible. Did I lose a hair there? I don't think I did. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Looks like it's loading, lovely. I'm just going to face lather again, just see how we go with this brush with a face lather. Oh, I love that sight. So that is pretty much Wickham Soap 1912. That is their take on Imperial leather, and it's beautiful. It really is lovely stuff. Right, let's wet the face and get stuck in. Let me just wet it a bit more. Right, custom Tony Forsyth brush, the TF custom brush with the 26mm synthetic knot. Here we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. It's got a little bit of scritch in it. It's definitely not as soft as a Game Changer, but it is nice. Look at the lather that makes. It's probably the wrong soap to use, really, when you're trying to test a brush, because you could lather this in your hand without a brush. It's amazing stuff. Just going to dip the tips Look at that. I'm definitely a little more courageous with my face lathers now, because I don't mind adding a bit of water. It's just something you learn as you go along. I don't, when I first started out, I used to just put it on my face and whatever was in the brush, that was what I used. And I used to shoot soaps down for it because it was doing a crap job, but it wasn't really, it was actually me that just wasn't lathering. I mean, look at that lather coming out there. Oh, the scent on this is lovely. If you want to have a shave and feel like a man, this is the stuff to use, because you just smell like a man when you put it on. It's just incredible stuff. Tonate your brush, beautiful mate, absolutely beautiful. It's lovely to hold, it's got a nice weight to it, it's got a good length. It actually sits where that little dent is on this brush. It sits nice when I bend my finger in it. It just sits perfect on the bottom of on bit of my palm here. It sits perfect, really does. It's almost like you measured it for my hand, that's how good it is, mate. The knot, although not as soft as the Game Changer or even the Magard Razors one which I just got, it's lovely. It's a really nice knot. And even though it's synthetic, the tips on the synthetic brushes will wear and split a little bit and soften up through use. Oh, this lather's look, I could just stay and lather all day. Yeah, let's just do that. Stuff shaving. Look at that. What a beautiful lather. Don't get much better than that really. And the soap makes a big difference. There's just no doubt about it. Wickham soap took out my 2016 best soap for a reason. And it's not that I haven't tried a lot of God, I cannot speak at the moment. It's not that I haven't tried a lot of artisans, which I haven't. I've only tried the OSP, Humphreys Handmade, Shaver Heaven, Wickham and Razor Rock. Razor Rock you can get stuffed, you can go and do something else with someone else. I have just sent some over to Jaden. Jaden bought some off me. They just don't work for me. I don't enjoy lathering them, I don't enjoy the scent. That last one reacted to me. It just, all round, it's just not a good shave for me with Razor Rock, which is a shame because they're quite highly regarded all over the place. So here we go. Third use of the Gillette Ruby, setting 1 on the Maugaress. This blade is lovely. I'm really enjoying this blade. I didn't think I would be able to shave 3 days in a row, but there you go. Slickness on the soap is phenomenal. So it's about 31 degrees over here today. I've just been out cleaning windows all morning and it was lovely. There's a beautiful breeze just now, just coming off the coast. That was wonderful. What a wonderful first pass. I don't feel like I've got any irritation there. Super slick. The Wickham actually comes off in the cold water a little bit easier than the OSP that I used yesterday. I don't know why. It might just be different. There's obviously a different composition of soap, but it came off in the water easier. It seemed to dissolve better in the cold water. Look at the amount of lather in that brush. I know you're all sat there jealous that I'm doing this awesome shave. I know you are. Slickness test. Wickham soap, One pass, this is the slickness on it, it's incredible stuff. Doesn't matter where you go. There we go. Catch that bit right there. Oh yeah. Tony, this brush ladder's lovely, mate. It really does. Really chuffed. Really, really chuffed. And you guys out there that bash the synthetics, I think you're all daft. Because these synthetic brushes, I've used nice silver tips, I've got a nice silver tip in there. I am getting a 2-band Manchurian coming back soon to compare, which I'm looking forward to. But these synthetics are just, I don't know what a synthetic would have been like 20 years ago, it would have been shocking probably, but these are brilliant. Hardly any care for them. You just rinse them off and let them dry. They're super soft, super comfortable to use. As you can see, they make an incredible lather, albeit from an incredible soap. But I just think when you're spending, I mean that brush is in excess of $100 with the synthetic knot in it, so you're still spending a lot of money. But that brush will last me hopefully all my life. It might even last my kids' lives, who knows, I hope it does. I mean that there is something you would be really proud to hand down to your kids. I've got 2 little boys that are growing up at the moment, and all these little things that I'm buying just now, I just can't wait to say, look, here you go son, you're 16 now, here's your first custom shaving brush. Do you know what I mean? And then I can go out and buy a new one, because surely that's the way it should work really. I'm just talking a lot of crap again guys, I'm sorry, can't help myself. I'm that excited today with all this shaving stuff. Right, second pass across the grain. I can't believe all these years I've been shaving with hot water, and I've done 2 shaves now with cold water, and I've enjoyed both of them really, probably to the point I might actually cold shave from now on. Especially over here in Australia, where it's in Western Australia, it heats up in November. It's been a pretty mild year this year from November, but generally heats up at November time, October, November, and it's warm right through until April. But the tough thing sometimes is the water here. I mean, that water, that it's cold to the touch, but it's still not cold, if you know what I mean. Back in the UK, cold water was cold. You stuck your hand in it, it was freezing cold. It's just like it's like taking a bottle of water out of the fridge and leaving it on the side. It's almost like room temperature, just slightly cooler than room temperature probably. So it's comfortable, it's nice, but it's this cold shave thing, I'm loving it. I'm not getting any irritation. To say that I've shaved now 3 days in a row, this is my 3rd day in a row shaving, I'm not getting any irritation that's bothering me anyway. I can feel it a little bit because I've never done this before with a razor anyway. In the police, I used to just shave with an electric shaver every day, and my skin was a nightmare. It was always red, it was always sore, always had ingrown hairs, spots. Wish I'd done this years ago. But I think I've sort of started this at the right time for me, because I've been starting this YouTube channel. I've really enjoyed it. I'm not out there to get billions of subscribers or anything like that. I do. No point in doing it if there's no subscribers. I'm just really enjoying the journey. Enjoying using all these new products and enjoying the fruits of people's labour guys that are really talented that do things that deserve recognition. I mean, I would spend $200 buying that before I go and buy a Theta or a Shave Mac or something that's more mainstream. There's still beautiful brushes, I've got no doubt about it. I've not used one, but lovely brushes to look at and they get cracking reviews, but I would rather spend that bit extra, or in this case spend less, and in my opinion get a brush which looks more beautiful than any Theta or Shave Mac that's out there, in my opinion. I'm not out there to bash Shave Mac and Theta, but that's the brush that I see more often than not going around for the sort of $150 to $300 mark, even for second hand ones. And I understand a lot of it's to do with the badger hair and whatever hair is actually in the brush and all that sort of jazz. But at the end of the day, you can still pick these brushes up from Tony with a badger hair knot in it. I've not used these badger hair knots, but I wouldn't imagine you'd be putting a real crap badger hair knot in. And you can still pick them up for less than $200. So you're probably looking at $150, $160 to buy one with a badger knot in it. So it's, money wise, that's not really the issue. And I know a lot of it's, well, I've got a Theta, I've got a Shave Mac, I've got a Simpson, I've got a this, I've got that. I'm probably the opposite to that. I'm not big on brand names in the sense of that. I just like the look of something. If I see something, I love the look of the Murgress with this little knob, love it. Progress, can't stand the look of it. I would never buy a Mirka Progress, but because it looks good, that's why I bought it. I haven't bought it because it's a Mirka or what it does or how it works or how good it is. I bought it because I like the look of it, and that's unfortunately the way I work with things generally. Tony's brush that he's made, like I say, I just yeah, I did have a hair there. Another one there. There you go. It's not hair off the brush, Tony. I think it's the wife's hair. I messaged Tony on Thursday. I've been messaging Tony in December, speaking about the brush, trying to get something made up, and then ran into a nice bill from the taxman from the GST for my business, so I had to put it on hold a bit. And I'd already placed an order for a Leo Freelo brush at the same time, so unfortunately Tony was sort of put to the side. And I'm not regretting it now because I've got both of them and I love both the brushes. But I messaged him on Thursday asking for him to do a brush for me in this sort of style, but your own take of the 200, Eveready 200, and I want it in that ice mould that you did one of your other brushes in. So he showed me the colour of it and everything. And literally 6 or 7 hours later, I got a message with a picture of the brush done with the knot in it, all ready to go. And I was just gobsmacked. Now, if that's not good customer service, I don't know what is. I really don't. So that was Thursday. It was shipped out on Friday. Friday gone. It's now Monday, and lo and behold, 1:15 today, it gets delivered to the front door. So service from start to finish, Tony's second to none, mate. That's a different class service, as it has been so far for everyone that I've dealt with in the shaving world, not just Tony, but Leo Freelo and Bob Quinn at Elite Razor. These guys are just, they're so passionate about what they do. They love what they do. They make incredible items, incredible things. I mean, Tony doesn't just make brushes, he makes pens, and I think he makes bowls and all sorts. I had a bit of a look on his website. He makes some beautiful things on there, so that there's my creme de la creme at the moment. I'm a Man United man, but unfortunately that's one of my favourite colours. So it's difficult, I know, and you guys out there that are Man U boys, Red Devils, you know that's a hard thing to say for anyone. I just love this colour. But yeah, that's my shave done, I think, guys. I'm just going to maybe do a bit of touch up. Not much left on there, I tell you what. Just a bit of touch ups round the lips. I'm not going to go against the grain today because I just don't want to push it. That's a really smooth, beautiful, comfortable shave. Right, I'm just going to tidy myself up a little bit. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. So I'm just going to finish off now with Thayer's Lemon Witch Hazel. Just fancy a bit of Thayer's. Should be using this stuff more often, to be honest with you. I've actually got my wife using Thayer's now. She uses it every morning. She used to use moisturisers and all sorts of stuff, and she used to always come out with spots and little grease, like just skin felt greasy. So she's been using this now for about a week, and it's actually firmed her skin up to the point she has a little sort of wrinkle here, just a little one, and it's almost come out. It's actually toned her skin up to the point where she's lost this little, so she's absolutely amazed that she hasn't been using this for years, and I'm amazed I'd never even heard of it until I started shaving. So that's another big bonus that's come out of it, and it just gives me a little more brownie points for getting more shaving stuff. Right, so that's drying off. While that's drying on my skin, I'll just go through what I used today. So I used Wickham 1912 Russian leather. So that is the imperial leather profile of the 1912 range, and it is beautiful, guys. It really is, and the soaps are incredible. You've seen how it lathered, it's great. The brush obviously performed exceptionally well. The TF custom brush by Tony Forsyth, handmade in Australia, hand turned. It's just brilliant. And this smells incredible now. That's why I love using a nice soap on these synthetics, because they do sort of hold the scent a little bit. That's great. Beautiful. Beautiful brush, mate. Been really impressed with it. Really impressed with it. I'm really happy. So that's great. Maugress on setting one again with Gillette Ruby, third use. The blade feels as good as it did the first time I used it, so I'm really impressed with these blades. I know one day growth doesn't really make much difference, which is good, but let's say that I've got no irritation at all anywhere. Oh, nice post shave feel. There's an odd little bit of hair here and there, but I'm not as picky with things as guys that go against the grain and stuff. I'm happy with a really smooth, clean, irritation free shave. That's all I look for. So I'm just going to finish off with a bit of Zap from Imperial Leather to go with the Russian leather. Oh, what can you say about Imperial Leather that hasn't already been said? It's just a classic. And here we go. Oh, yes. Just rub it everywhere, why not? Well guys, I really enjoyed that. Should I say guys and gals? I keep saying guys, I shouldn't chuck gals on there as well. I hope you have a wonderful week. It's Monday here. I'm losing track of time now. It's Monday here. I hope you have a great week. This has been a great start to my week. Can only get better. And I hope you have a cracking amount of shaves during that time. And if you have some good unboxings, brilliant. If they're as good as mine was today, then you're going to be a happy person. I'm over the moon today. So I'll leave you to it. If you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button. Heaps of content coming up. You've seen my unboxing, you've seen what's coming. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. And I'll catch you guys later. Cheers. Thank you.